a lot of the time, the dominant sort of narrative that you hear is that autistic people's communication is somehow broken or deficient or not good enough, because it's different. When oftentimes the case is that um, it's it's more like a communication barrier between two people who are speaking different ways. So it's not just on the autistic person, that it's not their communication style is broken. It's that the autistic person and the neurotypical person are talking differently, and when you get them together, sometimes that can be there's barriers. That's called the double empathy problem. It's almost like a language barrier. I don't always elaborate on things. If someone asks me a question, I can oftentimes just answer that question quite plainly, while there is an expectation that if someone asks you this very direct question, you'll also add all the context in as well. Which means sometimes if I'd be talking to services, trying to explain things about things I might be struggling with in life or needing help with, they'll ask me something like, "Can you do this?" And I will be like, yes, I can, without giving the whole context of I also struggle, but I struggle and I can't do it every day, and this thing and this thing and this thing, because I'm not giving them that extra information because they're not asking for it, expecting it to be there. In a way, I've had to sort of try to train myself to be able to speak like this in order to advocate for myself. I don't think that's necessarily should all that weight of changing the communication style should be on me. I think it should be also people coming to you and changing their communication style and asking things in a way that's asking how you communicate. I guess one thing I'd like people to ask me, it would be more to check in with me more. So, sort of a lot of because I mask so heavily, and I want to be able to fit in. Sometimes I'm not necessarily able to communicate what I'm really sort of wanting or feeling. And I might not necessarily have understood something, but I could be nodding away, looking like I've understood something, but I'm like, I don't understand what this person's talking about, or it's all a bit jumbled. But people checking in with me and being like, did you understand that? Or is this okay? A little bit more often would be good, because that way it gives me an opportunity to be like, actually no, or actually I need this, or I'm confused. It gives space to be able to sort of elaborate. I think it's something that people have had to sort of get used to when it comes to moving into sort of working and being in work, because I might be given a whole bunch of tasks and not have these tasks, what I'm supposed to do, sort of broken down properly, and I can get quite confused, or I could say yes to a task without knowing if I'll be able to handle it. So having being working as an autistic person, having someone sort of be like, really check in with me. Okay, do you understand this? Are you okay with this? Will you be able to do this by this time? And be really sort of specific. Really, it helps me to be able to do my job properly as an autistic person.